How's that? Okay, you got to jump in and let me know. I think the microphone is working now. Sorry about that. Jumping back in, I'm Shemaine Nugent, and this is a live video, so who knows what could happen. Maybe Ted will pop in. Maybe my dogs will pop in. Who knows? Anyways, love to hear where in the world and see where in the world you are watching from. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Can you hear me okay, Kevin, before I go on and I tell this story? Because I think my audio was muted at first. Live videos, technology. Hello, Blair. Who knows what could happen, right? But thank you guys so much. So I want to, before I go on from, now I can hear you. Okay, good. Hey, James, good. Perfect, thank you. So, hey, Danica from Arkansas. Oh, with the popcorn. If you know, you know, right? Is this not a good movie that we're watching? I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about just in general. If you know, you know. You know? Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's so much going on in the world, and I have lots of thoughts about everything from the AmFest to what's going on in politics in the political realm. I talk about a lot of those things on my Faith and Freedom show, things that I can't really discuss too much here because I don't want to lose this connection that I have with y'all here. But I'm going to tell you, so please post your comments and I will comment on them. Hopefully I won't get too distracted, but I want to tell you about something that happened to me the other day. I did an Instagram video about it and got a lot of comments. And I if you haven't heard, I want to share it with you. It was something that happened to me with hunting. And if you know me and you know my husband, you know that we're hunters. We're diehard hunters. I mostly am because isn't this cool that Rocassa sent me? It's the coolest mug. Rocassa Organics. I've been hunting now 30, however many years, 38 years almost. And if it wasn't for Ted, I probably wouldn't hunt. I would hunt to survive and put meat in the freezer and things like that, and maybe for my family and friends. But since we have our Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild show, I am obligated to hunt a little bit more. And I've been skunked in the past since August. I got an amazing velvet whitetail in Michigan. Velvet antlered whitetail in Michigan. Amazing. And I hunted a few times after that in Michigan. I'm a fair weather hunter. I'll be the first to admit it. And I've gone out probably a couple dozen times and got skunked. Now, skunked, for those of you, if you do hunt, write in the comment section. I want to make sure you're understanding what I'm putting down. If you don't hunt and you want to learn about how to hunt, let me know too. I would love to help you with that. But I've been skunked, meaning I've seen animals. Sometimes I haven't. Sometimes I have. But I was sitting out with Bobby, our one of our cameramen. We don't really. It's kind of like he's not an official cameraman. He's the ranch manager here at Spirit Wild Ranch, but we don't have like a film crew or anything like that. It's like, oh, you're going to be here? Okay, hold the camera. And my stepdaughter did that. She came out in the blind with me the other day, and I'm like, just film, just point the camera and follow the wildlife. So no official camera crew. But so Bobby and I had 2 pregnant oryx in front of us. Not going to shoot that. And then there's small, young whitetail bucks or does or whatever. And it just so happens that I've been out past 4 months on and off for a couple dozen times and haven't got anything. 2 weeks ago, it was about 2 weeks ago, I shot at a deer and he jumped my arrow, meaning he heard when I was releasing. He heard it. Oh, I'm going to get super distracted. Where's this? I had something to show you guys. Anyways, he heard my arrow and jumped. And I'm like, dang it. Okay, that happens. I know that happens. So 2 nights ago, that happened again. And I texted Ted. I'll read you the text that I texted him. My text to Ted was, where is it? I swore. SHIT. Just made a bad shot on a beautiful fallow. I think I'm done hunting. And he goes, guts? And I'm like, I said yes. They're quartering now with the size of bow that I use, or the draw weight is only 30 pounds. So I have to, I'll see if I can, I have to wait till not only the animal is broadside, but like the leg, I say arm, leg is forward and then also quartering away. And I did that. I have to be super diligent about the shot, the angle. And he texts me back. So meanwhile, he's on the other side of the property. And he goes, sorry, just ID the direction it ran and I will track it later. Okay. And then I said where it was. And he said, arrow passed through on the ground. And I said, no, I don't see it. And he said, don't worry, it happens. The chocolate fallow, like, was it the nice big chocolate fallow? I went, yeah. Now I have to tell you, how do I lose? I have to tell you that no hunter that I've ever met ever feels good about making a bad shot. I say a prayer. Literally, when I'm drawing, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, please let this be a quick, humane kill. That's all I care about. And it makes you nauseous, sick. Although you go to buy beef at the store, meat at the store, and if you've ever seen how those animals die, it's not pretty. So Ted texts me back. Here's all the text. Was it quartering away slightly when it was hit? And I said, yeah. I said, and then I got out and I said, there's a bit of blood. And he goes, okay, I will, I'll come. Can you show me the replay? Because we film it all for our show, for our Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild show. And I said, yeah. He said, don't follow blood, which I didn't see that. And I already started following the blood. So I'm like, I was curious, like, okay, how much of a blood trail is this? And I was certain that it heard my arrow, and I know it did, because in the screenshot, I'm going to see if I could show you this. I took a screenshot of the video because for some reason, on this video, that particular video that I have, you can't stop it where the arrow actually hit. Like, this was the only, so you'll see this chocolate fallow is like, how am I going to show that? There you go. Like, he got knocked down. So he was jumping when he heard my arrow and turning at the same time. Like, damn it. So I'm all like, that's it. I'm going to start buying meat at the store. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Yes. Barbara, it breaks my heart. And I was fully convinced this is stupid. It's a waste of time. I hate hunting. I think I even said that. He said, stay there. I'm texting Ted back and forth how angry I am. Stay there. So then he's on the other side of the property. So it takes him a while, and I had to interrupt the end of his hunt. He finally comes over, and he pulls up in the four-wheeler, and he kind of was grinning. I'm like, what, are you happy that I made a bad shot? Like, and he goes, get your bow. Because I had put my backpack, gotten out of the blind, put my backpack and my bow on the ground. I'm like, I'm done. I'm never going to hunt again. This is stupid. Waste of time. I'm going to go to the grocery store, buy grass-fed beef, or get switched to America with Shemaine. And he goes, get your bow. And I'm like, okay, let me show you where the blood trail is. And the worst thought that a hunter thinks is like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be in pain. It's gonna suffer. That's the worst that a hunter thinks. So I'm like, why is he smiling? Not smiling, not grinning, but just kind of grinning. And so finally he's like, okay, let's go look for the blood trail. Show me what you got. And he's holding the video camera. I'm like, why? This is dumb. Okay, well, maybe we can make a show out of it. Whatever, fine. I hate doing that, but it's reality. It's truth, right? So we're following along a little, and he's like, go over here. Go this way. I'm like, why? Why? Like, and I kind of in the back of my mind was thinking, this happened to me a year ago or so where, and what I can't remember what it was that I was hunting, went through this just thick brush and trees and like a forest, and then went into what we call the Serengeti, this big, huge open field behind our house. And Ted was on the other side of the property in his hunt. So he had to drive through the Serengeti to come and get me. And long story short, he had seen this big chocolate fallow down. I'm sure there's a way that I can show you on this feed, but I'm just going to show you here. So it went 100 yards, and let's see, it went 100 yards, which is, it was dead within seconds, minute or so. But it was devastating at the time. And anyways, just wanted to share that with you. It happens to us. It happens to hunters. Not often. Shemaine, you are fun. Okay, I'm glad. All right, guys, I just wanted to share that story with you. I'm gonna check out some of these messages. Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. Hey there, Becky. How are you? Please help our children. Yes, I want that. Oh, the burned. Been there, done that. Happens. Don't lose the spirit. Yeah. Watching from Hillsdale. This must be Troy, Sandy. Yep. Hillsdale. Hey, Troy, how are you? Did you see that buck, Troy? I was like sick and devastated, but yeah, Ted, he had drove through the Serengeti coming to rescue me, coming to help me, and he saw it down. I'm like, are you sure? There's no way. Anyways, okay, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you having this great conversation with you. Watch my Faith and Freedom show every Sunday, although we got bumped this Sunday, but it'll be on the next few Sundays. And I want to hear from you. Do you watch Faith and Freedom? Have you heard about it on Real America's Voice? Ted's got it. Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. And then our show, Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild, only on Pursuit Channel. So thank you very much for watching. Okay, good. I'm looking at all the comments. Oh, Shemaine Rocks. Actually, that's the name of my website, ShemaineNugent.rocks, ROCKS. We've got some new stuff coming out in 2026. Hope you can enjoy it. And yes, thank you, Perry. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas. I'm going to come back at you to talk about New Year's resolutions because I've got a few ideas, different things that you might think of. All right. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. God bless. Bye.